Okay, so I made a mistake on my birdhouses. Welcome back to the farm. We're down here at the Bluebird houses, and I've got several comments and several emails about the location I picked. So, I went and did a little more research and decided that maybe decided that they were right and I was wrong. And that's okay. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, and of course my logic was before, this is where house is at, this Bluebird house. It is on a fence line, and I remember reading something maybe 20 years ago about putting them on fence lines and against the open field. So if you turn around, I mean, this is the open field. And right here's my fence line. It runs up and down through here. But when I put these on here originally, 20 years ago, this was no higher than the fence post, and it's grown up that far. And in some ways, I like it like that. It gives us some privacy from our neighbors. Not that we got bad neighbors or anything. We love our neighbors, but it gives us a little isolation. So that was my thinking, and that's why I put them in this location. And everybody said you're not supposed to put them in tree lines, and I don't really consider this. I didn't really consider this a tree line or a wooded lot, and it probably looks more wooded than it is. It's probably only about a 6 foot wide area that's got trees in it, because my neighbor's field's over there, and of course my field's over here, and in between there just where the fence was. But anyway, I won't be big enough to admit that I didn't do something correct, and so I'm gonna take these down. I'm gonna take all 3 of them down that I put up and move them to different locations. I've already got those picked out. It's probably be better off anyway. I don't want to be one of them thin-skinned YouTube creators, and if I make a mistake and somebody says I need to do something a little different, I won't be, everybody can make mistakes, and I can too. And I'm not saying this is a big mistake. It's just a little mistake, something we can't fix. I can fix this mistake, so it's not that big of a deal. But difference of opinions, and everybody has their own opinions about stuff. So, but this, I don't know if this was an opinion. Maybe it started out that way. So, but doing the research on it, they prefer full sun, so they're not gonna get full sun here. And really, the only problem I'm gonna have, I don't have snake problems here. We keep it pretty well mowed down and clean, and like I said, we've lived here for 26 years. I've had 2 snake problems in 26 years, so, and we took care of those. So it's not, snakes are not a big deal. Raccoons, I kind of have a problem with now. There used to be a chicken house that was in operation over here, and I think that would draw a lot of the raccoons in. So I really don't have as many raccoon problems as I used to. Hawks is still a big problem. Matter of fact, driving down here, I seen a big one right down on the corner down there. So hawks is my big thing. Occasional coyote, occasional fox. There's a fox lives up. I got there's a wooded area probably about, I don't know, probably half a mile or 3/4 of a mile that way, and there's a fox lives in there, but they don't really bother us. So live and let live. So anyway, I made a mistake. We're gonna correct it. I appreciate everybody that told me how to do it right. That's what YouTube's about, right? So I learn, you learn, we all get along, we're all on the same team. So it's gonna work out. So I'm gonna move these to a different location, and so I'm gonna go ahead and take this one down, and we'll move it first, and I'll show you where I move it and everything, and why I thought I moved it. Oh, but what I was gonna say, my problem here is they're called a house wren, and they're horrible. And I didn't realize that if you put these, in a tree line, a mature tree line, like I've pretty much got here, that the house wrens will get in here. So I'm gonna move it out to the open, and so it's all gonna work out better. Everybody's gonna be happy. Well, not everybody's gonna be happy, but 95, 98% of the people's gonna be happy. So I'm gonna be happy. So we're gonna do it. So let's go ahead and take this one down and we'll move it. All right, so I'll go out here where we're going to put it at, and I'll get the camera set back up, and we'll get it installed. Okay, so I'm probably a good 150 feet from the woods, from wood line. I'm still on a fence line. And of course we'll keep this, goats will keep this mowed down so it's not gonna grow up. That's what we don't want. And it's in an open field. I'm gonna turn the camera around and y'all can see. And what I read, you know, of course this is where our goats are going to be, and we're fencing this in. Of course I've had to take a break to work on the greenhouse, but there'll be a fence here, and they'll like to sit on the fences, be lower than the house. So this is going to be pretty much a really good location according to what I've read, and I think it's going to work out good. I still got the gardens down that way, so you know, that's one of the reasons I wanted to bring them back. I've always had one at the house, and we're going to replace it too. So let's move on to the next location, and we'll see what we can do there. Okay, so I took the one off this tree and I just moved it this way, and I put it on this post. This is my blackberries. So it's 6 foot, facing northeast, open field, garden that way. This also got some strings where they'll sit on this, I would imagine. So that's my second one. I'm gonna go ahead and take the other one down. It's right over here, and I won't put it up here. I've got one that's my last original box. It's the roof's rotted off of it, so I'm gonna replace it. So we'll go take it down and move it up there. So I got a ton of bee activity today. Of course, this is about 75 degrees, and of course this is fake spring, so I'm trying not to get too excited. But they're bringing in a ton of pollen. I mean, this hive really looks good. So I've got one up there. I'm worried about it. I went into it checked it about several weeks ago, well, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and looked at it the other day. I'm gonna go up there and look at it as we go back. But it looked like I didn't see no activity. But this right here's got a ton of activity and a ton of pollen coming in. So that's, oh my gosh, you can really see it. They're loaded down with pollen. I don't know what kind it is. Probably kind of making my eyes water. All right, let's stay on task. I'm gonna go get that other birdhouse. Okay, I'm up here at the house, and this is the last of my original Bluebird houses. And you can look, I actually nailed these by hand too. But you can see the bottom and the tops rotted out. I mean, it's just, I think we had birds in this last year, so it's just happened, you know, over the time. So I'm gonna take this down and put the other one I got up here, and I gotta go do my chores. I don't know if you hear my babies in the background. Let me get this camera set up. Been a good one. Just thinking, I probably, yeah, I hand nailed all this. I think this is an old piece of cedar. So we'll get the new one put up. And quick programming note, you see my house in the background. I'm gonna quit filming like I've been doing. It's just too hard to build and film the way we have to work and everything. So what I'm gonna do is set up a time lapse, and then I should have done this to start with, because I've got, I don't know, an hour worth of video, and it's hard, especially when you make a mistake like I did on this door. So that was an hour and a half I had to take off. So anyway, yada yada. What I should have done is made a time lapse when we started, and then when we finished it and just did it all one video. So that's kind of what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna time lapse it, and then when we get all done, it'll be one video start to finish. So at least that's my plan right now on that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I watched the last video. The one was out yesterday. It's kind of Wednesday. Yeah, it's kind of boring. So I'm gonna do a little change up on that. So let's get back and hang this up. Appreciate you watching. I really do appreciate all the comments and all the help. Like I said, we're all on the same team, so I appreciate all the couple emails I got and the comments I got that you know, were helpful, and we always want help. So and like I said, I'm not infallible. We'll make mistakes, we'll have differences of opinions. So if I see a mistake, so it's not a big mistake, if you do something you can fix it and make it right, then we're all good. So hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you forgive my mistake. But we got her going our way now, I think. So I should have done a little research and not gone on something that happened 25 years ago. But you know, you gotta get set in your ways. So appreciate all the viewers and comments, and like I said, I ain't gonna be thin-skinned. I'm not a thin-skinned person. So you know, about a year ago I was watching a YouTuber building a house, and the contractor was not doing it right and ripping them off, and I put a comment down. They got mad and deleted the comment and banned me from commenting. So I don't want to get in that situation. I really do appreciate all the comments. Even if you're trying to help me, I appreciate the help, and hopefully sometime I can help you learn a little something. So we're gonna go on. I got a lot of good videos for next week. Garden season starting, so we'll be down there quite a bit. And like I said, we're going to continue working on the greenhouse, and I'll bring you along at the end. We'll do a little time lapse on it. So you got to remember, we're a working class channel here, because me and my wife, we both work. I work 40 hours plus, and sometimes it's hard to get all this going. When the time changes, I think it's going to help a lot. So anyway, I'm rambling as usual. Hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, send me an email. I appreciate everybody. Support your local farmer, and we'll see you down here in the farm in the next video.